Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6188 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 19 moves to clear out 130 jelly. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. Yeah, I'm looking at this and it just looks to be a mess. Well, it's got a lot of conveyor belts, and I'm not a fan of conveyor belts because they confuse me. I've got stripes that could come down, but I've got these rainbow twists and toffee swirls in the way. I've got chocolate on the board and more set to come out even if I remove this. Some of these rainbows are connected by these purple bands, and if so, if I just hit one of them, they'll all dissolve, even if this one is hit and these are still just as thick as they ever were. But these are not connected, so I'll have to strike those individually as many times as is required. All right, so conveyor belts up, down, up, and presumably around. I've got to make moves as low to the ground as possible, but I have to get rid of some of these things before I can get as low as I would like. And I have to try to make specials and combos. Now I do have the opportunity to make some stripes, right? Well, if I can get those and I can put them together, that would be awesome. I've also got these crystal candies I need to break through. Ooh, this is looking interesting. This is looking scary. What should I do? See, this is where I have a hard time calculating what's going to happen. I could do this and send those off. This would drop and this would drop. But they're on the same track and they're only one step away. They need to be 2 steps away in order to meet up. This blue would need to be here because the blue is going to advance 1 and the color bomb is going to advance 1. I could make this stripe here, but then it's going to overshoot this area and these are still going to miss each other. I'm going to go ahead and do this just because it's another special and it may help in the future. I can also try to get these crystal candies and some of the things along the fridge open just by setting these guys off together, plus working down here. I could go this route. I think I like this route, actually. And let's do this. I'm trying to get something big to happen. Well, here, I like this. Now these two are already stripes. It's not going to affect them, but it will turn all of the rest of the green into stripes, and that should be valuable for us. Okay, we've got a little bit of work done there. We have to keep looking at where we're having trouble, and up here is really, the whole border is still super thick. I don't see any particularly awesome moves. I'm just going to take this out and give us more space. We got another special from that. That's good. I can make a stripe and hope to get more stripes coming in, or other specials. What if I do that? Does that have a great deal of impact? I think I'm going to hold on to that wrapped candy and set off the stripe and see what I can get done. And then we've got bobbers. I didn't even notice or pay attention to the bobbers. Those are helpful when the fish are helpful. So I could set this off. This is really thick though. This is the thinner spot. If this would allow me to hit this, I'd probably do it, or at least think of it more. But I think I'm going to make a wrapped candy and set this candy off, which is going to have some impact here, and it's going to set off the other wrapped candy. So we're going to really clear this area out. All right, what's next? Well, if I use this blue, I can hit this. Do I go this way or do I go this way? It doesn't really seem to matter. I don't see an advantage, except maybe I could bring another orange down here in case I need it to match up with this later. Oh, but I'm going to do this. Color bomb. And now, with only 3 moves left, it's not likely I'm going to be able to get this to meet up with anything else. So I have to decide, am I just going to take out a color or am I going to try to preserve it? Well, You know, I do have other things I can make here that are kind of fantastical, but the problem is they're in an area that's already cleared out and not really aimed at the bobbers. I'm just going to go ahead and take out all orange and hope that this concentrates even more and gives me things on its own. A little, not much. And that's why this is listed as a hard level. Because even though I feel like I've had some pretty spectacular opportunities here and have tried to take the best advantage I can, I'm still not making it. And not making it by a long shot. I'll take out a few things here just to lessen this number. Although if I had had more moves, I probably would have tried to set something else up. I would have played the long game. But there I just wanted to see how few jelly I could leave on the board that first run. It's 15. So I still have a lot of work to do because we've got isolated areas. And notice that sometimes because of the conveyor belts and the blockers, these get separated and don't all dissolve at the same time. The bands don't snap at the same time. That's something else I'm going to be watching for. So I think this is, you know, look for ways to make combos, investigate, theorize about those, you know, where things are going to land based on how they are on the conveyor belt. Try not to blow things up before you're ready to use them, which is going to be difficult. And concentrate on the edges. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pause recording, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off until I have something important to share. Okay. 3 moves, 2 jelly. 1, 2. No clear route to get this done. If I could just send off a couple fish, that would do it. So what if I can get a stripe to drop down here? I couldn't, but look. This looks well positioned, right? Still nothing over here. I'm actually just going to take this out with green. And see what else happens. Oh, hello, please be good. Now look at that. It's just not perfect, is it? There's a green over here that I could get to, but it doesn't help here. I can't get to orange with this. And I don't see a way to reach this. Like, I could do this and get the one right below it, then a green drops in, but that would take 2 turns. And the conveyor belt also is squirrely. What would happen if I took out all green? This would go away, this would go away, and this would go away. So this would drop 1, 2, 3 positions Maybe there's red to follow it. Maybe there's a stripe to follow it. If I took out red, these two go away. So this drops down 1, 2, and this drops down 1, 2. These would go together. This drops down 1, and this drops down 2 because of the way they're positioned. There could be a green coming in there at that point in time. I think that's what I have to do, is take out red and just hope for the best. There it goes. Got it. All right, so it took me a few minutes to puzzle that out, but it was a good puzzle to solve. It really made a difference choosing the right color there. Sometimes with the color bomb I go, oh, let's just take out a color. No, that one had a specific answer to it. I was much more likely to get that done by removing red than I probably was removing green. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. This one took me between 25 and 30 tries, so it lived up to its name of being a hard level. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.